Hello, hello! What is going on, YouTube friends? Phoenix61 here. I'm your host for this World of Warships Legends game. We're rocking Sleeping Giant. I am in the Tier 7 Japanese destroyer. This is the second group of the second tech tree for Japanese destroyers, right? So the last couple ships for sure you want to do gun builds on. You know, as you can see, you only get one torpedo launcher here too. But you do get this, like, the torpedo reload booster that helps make up for a little bit, but the cooldown time on that reload booster is insanely long. So definitely do a gun build with the Akizuki and the next one. I'm not thinking of the name, but the Tier 8, right? That one is even better. I love playing gunboat on that ship, but yeah. Anyway, so I did some like unconventional things in this game that I think a lot of people just don't typically normally think of. So I wanted to like save the video. It's not like an incredibly awesome game, but I mean, this is an awesome game. Don't stop watching the video. Yeah, right. Somebody's shooting at me. Thank you. Who is that? Alright, so we'll head in towards the B hole, my favorite hole, right. Anyway, and we'll see what we pick up. Zara over there is, those Italian cruisers have long-range destroyers, right? Or long-range torpedoes, so he probably sent some this way, right? Hopefully so our airplanes are over there, our carriers over there picking on him, which is great. I love carriers that flush out cruisers. Because then, if the cruiser, if you flush them out from behind cover, then the battleships, do their job on them, right? But, so we'll help with the capture on Zone B, and then we'll take our torpedo shots at this Kansas if he's going to hang out up here. And then I'm still waiting. Yep, they're there. I was about to say, I'm still waiting for torpedoes to come from that Zara, but yeah, here they are. So we'll go in between these two here. And we'll slow down to make sure we solidify this capture. And then I'm going to use the reload booster here so we can get a second shot off. 4 minutes for that. Just to use it. Sometimes with things like that, if you save them, you end up not using them or not being able to use your second one, right? I'm like, you know what, we got a pretty clean shot on a slow-moving battleship. We'll do it, right? So. And then here's kind of the thing that I'm thinking, I'm taking shots at this Odin and it's getting me spotted, right? And typically when you're rocking destroyer, you don't want to get spotted. But we get extra health in this ship than you typically would with a destroyer. I think the Tier 7 along the other tech tree, it's like 15,000, right? Where we've got 20, right? So we're drawing fire, and if you look on our map, you can see there is a Mayoko up there, sailing broadside to all the battleships that are over here across the map, right? So we get two hits on that Kansas. It worked out perfect, so it's definitely worth using the reload booster there. And then so we sneak into the A cap, and then we're going to use our smoke screen now, and then we're just going to shoot whatever we can. But right now the only thing is the Kansas, but if we can trigger fire on him, actually somebody else has a fire going already, all the more power to us, right? So he'll go down pretty quick. Everyone's picking on him. But yeah, I kind of wanted to put this out there like this. It's a little bit different of a play style with these the gunboats, right? So you can't do your typical hide and torpedo maneuver or strategy with these. I mean, you can. You're not gonna be as successful, right? You got to do a gun build on these guys, and that's kind of the intent, at least as far as what I can tell, right? We're not the best player on the team, but yeah. Or in the game, whatever you want to call it. We might be the best player on the team. We'll see where we end up on the leaderboard. I don't know. So we will shoot, we'll rock Paolo, Emilio, and of course we're getting lots of help here too. But yeah, as you can see, quick firing, and we've got the commander built out for this too. So kind of our loadout for, the modules we picked for the ship, as well as the commander, all kind of have to do with better guns, faster reload, more range, better accuracy, whatever. Yeah, pretty much anything other than torpedoes, we've invested in, right? And then thanks to the airplanes flying over at their destroyer, we can see the torpedoes from him. So I'm able to stay in the smoke screen. I think if we didn't have that early warning, it'd probably be best to move out of the smoke screen if we didn't have our carrier spotting those torpedoes for us. And it's about out of time anyway, so we're going to be kind of forced to move anyway. But yeah, as you can see, we've only got 2 torpedo hits, and we're up to almost 60,000 damage. So most of that's guns. Most of that's guns, I want to say. It's hard to tell. But we have 114 hits, you know, so yeah. And then we'll hold off. You know, I kind of play, you know, you almost have to be, you're like this cross between a cruiser and a destroyer, right? So we're gonna not fire now. We don't have as much health as what we started with, so I'm not trying to draw fire this time. But I swear that Mayoko, he on our team, he owes us his life. Can we? This is tempting not to shoot right here. This Cherbourg. I'm like, what's our spot here? I'm like, the Odin's like kind of behind that island, like, you know, like, but yeah. So we'll keep our eye on him. Is he gonna go? Yeah, he knows we're over here. He's too smart for us. He's gonna go back behind. Yeah. I mean, the rest of my team's over there, right? So like this ends up not being a long, you know, this ends up not being a full game, right? Like we still got everybody on our team is alive, thanks to me and only me. Oh my gosh, this is all right. We gotta use our guns here. We gotta. Can you get Paolo? Come. Oh my gosh. You know, it does take some skill. You do have to be able to aim better than me. And then, yeah, I was gonna dump torps at the Zara and then start shooting him too, but somebody else finished him off. We got them 2 outnumbered, right? And then we're gonna send our torps through this crevice here at this Odin, and we'll use the reload booster because, I mean, otherwise, this is what I'm saying, like, it just recently became available again, and then, of course, yeah, he just took a bad hit from something. Jeepers. He gone. Oh, and that gets us points. I should have made this one a doubleheader. We should have thrown another game on top of this one. But we will go through we'll see where we end up on the leaderboard as usual, but we'll go through the commander loadout, just because this is a little bit different than my normal torpedo gunboat, or, you know, torpedo loadout build, right? So, but yeah, we got a gentleman's second place in this game. So we weren't the best player. But yes, so I don't know if this is, like, there might be some better choices. In fact, there probably are. I'm never the best at this, but this particular one, Du Fornet, the percentage for the damage was just a little bit better than some of the other guys. So yeah, we went with that. And then, of course, we're doing anything that's HE. You know, most of the time you're firing HE, but this does give you some AP shell damage improvements too. And then reload time and range, awesome. And then, yeah, like torpedo reload, launcher reload, like, you know, just the other commander I feel like is better for building the torpedo build boat, you know, but you know what I'm saying, right? And then yeah, so I went with smoke screen. You could go the other one, but yeah, I figure, like, if you're firing your guns a lot, you want to do it from within your smoke screen, so I want the smoke screen to last longer. This Evil Sparks one is also a I've heard good things about it, and I'm just too much of a baby to use it because I'm so used to my Unstoppable, right? But I need to try this and put some videos out there with this, because the armor penetration of HE shells up 50%. Like, it's just like it confuses my brain to also see like 30% less damage, you know. So, but I've heard that is the way to go. You just yeah, I'm too addicted to Unstoppable, right? So, like, that legendary perk, so that if you get engine damage, you still have some, you know, propulsion. If you get steering gear damage, you still have some turning, right? I'm just too I want to be too balanced, I guess. I'm too much into, like, I want some survivability perks, right? So, but I need to try it. I need to try the other way, just to see how it goes for fun. And if it goes well, of course, we'll do a video on it. But thank you guys so much for watching all the way through. We are, and by we, of course, it's just me, right? But I'm doing World of Warships videos every day. So make sure to subscribe to the channel to see the rest of them. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching.